She thought she was sleepwalking. That was the only explanation that made sense. Every morning, something was slightly wrong. The kitchen chair pulled a few inches from the table, a mug on the wrong hook, the bathroom mirror angled differently. Small things, irritating things, the kind of things you notice and then immediately doubt yourself about. Mara lived alone in a first-floor flat in Leeds. She was 31, a dental nurse, methodical by nature. She kept the flat tidy. She knew where everything was. And she had never, in her adult life, sleepwalked. But she did have a period of extreme work stress that autumn, and when she mentioned the chair and the mug to her GP, he shrugged and said anxiety did strange things to sleep. She almost believed him. Then the shoes moved. She had a specific shelf by the door, each pair lined up, heel to toe in exactly the same order. She had done this since childhood. She would not have moved them. But one Wednesday morning, she came out of the bedroom to find the rightmost pair turned to face inward instead of out. She set up her phone to record overnight. The footage from the first night was fine. The second night was fine. The third night, the recording cut out at 2:47 a.m. and resumed at 4:15 a.m. 88 minutes of nothing. She had not touched the phone. She checked the settings. No timer, no scheduled recording stop. She reviewed the files. There were no deleted segments. The file simply ended and restarted. Something had physically stopped the recording. The facilities manager came to inspect the flat. He checked the windows and the locks. Everything was intact. He found no signs of forced entry. He was about to leave when he noticed the hatch to the underfloor crawl space in the corner of the hallway. The wooden panel had a faint smear of something dark near the edge. The crawl space ran beneath the entire ground floor of the building. It was accessed from the hallway, Mara's hallway. It had no exterior door. The only way in was through her flat. Inside, investigators found evidence of prolonged occupation: a sleeping bag, a torch, 3 empty food wrappers, a stack of used batteries, and directly beneath the kitchen floor, a loose floorboard that, when removed, created a gap just large enough for a person to reach up through and move objects on the floor above. He had been there for at least 6 weeks, possibly longer. He was a former tenant of the flat downstairs who had been evicted the previous spring. He had kept a copy of the key, not to Mara's flat, but to the crawlspace access in the shared hallway. No one had thought to rekey it after he left. He was arrested 8 days later in another part of the city. In interviews, he claimed he had only ever watched, that he had never intended harm, that he had found it calming somehow to be close to another person's life without them knowing. He described the layout of her flat in precise detail: the order of the shoes, the specific hooks each mug hung from. He described her routine with a certainty that made the officers conducting the interview go quiet. He knew her flat better than she did. Mara did not return to the flat. She did not return to Leeds for over a year. The chair is still there, still pulled a few inches from the table.